Like so many, I love Vermont, but I'm not crazy about getting there. I'm Jim Cameron for Talking Transportation, commentary and analysis on getting around in New England. From my home in Fairfield County to Burlington, Vermont, is about 300 miles. By car, that's at least 5 hours and about $50 in gas each way. Flying may seem quicker, but with the airport drive, it's not much better and costs at least $150 each way. But there is another alternative, Amtrak. There are actually 3 trains a day that'll take you to or pretty close to Vermont. The first is named the Vermonter, and it's your best choice. This train runs daily from Washington, D.C. to St. Albans, Vermont, coming up through Stamford at about noontime each day. It also stops in Bridgeport and New Haven before heading up the Connecticut River Valley to Vermont stops in Brattleboro, Windsor, Montpelier, Waterbury, that's near Stowe, and Essex Junction, which is right next to Burlington. It's not the fastest run. Stamford to Essex Junction is about 8 hours, but it's certainly beautiful and relaxing. A frustrating reverse move in Palmer, Massachusetts has just been eliminated with the new tracks, and that shaves almost an hour off the run. The Amfleet coaches are comfy. There's also business class seating for a small premium. The Am food is tasty. The crew is great, and there's even free Wi-Fi. Despite the many stops, the train hits 80 miles an hour in many stretches on smooth, welded rail. And remember, Amtrak runs in any kind of weather. So if you're thinking of skiing this winter when there's a blizzard and it's 20 below zero, the train will get you there when airports and highways can't. The next train is the Ethan Allen Express. If you're heading to Rutland, Vermont, this is your train. It originates at New York's Penn Station mid-afternoon and then bypasses Connecticut and shoots right up the Hudson River Valley, arriving in Rutland just before 9 p.m., with stops in Saratoga Springs, Glens Falls, and Castleton, Vermont. Best strategy here is to catch this train at Croton Harmon in Westchester County, where there's plenty of paid parking available. The hope is that the Ethan Allen may be extended from Rutland north to Burlington in the coming years. Same kind of Amfleet cars, coach and business, Amcafe, and free Wi-Fi. The third train alternative is the Adirondack. This daily train from New York's Penn Station to Montreal doesn't go through Vermont, but it gets you mighty close if you don't mind a ferry boat ride. It leaves New York City about 8:15, and you detrain in Port Kent, New York, on the western shore of Lake Champlain about 2:30. You walk 100 yards down the dock and catch the ferry boat to downtown Burlington. Same kind of seating, Wi-Fi, etc., but on this train, you're traveling with much more of an international crowd of Quebecois. Poutine, anyone? Thanks to state subsidies and increasing ridership, fares on all of these Amtrak trains are very affordable. On the Vermonter, Stamford to Burlington, booked in advance, is just $55 one way, $47 for seniors, and kids are half price. So if you're planning a vacation in the Green Mountain State, remember that getting there can be half the fun if you leave the driving to Amtrak the green way to travel. Jim Cameron for Talking Transportation.